Hey everyone, Jeff here from Films at Home, and today's review is a really special one for me as a collector. Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to the channel today for this review. Today we're going to be checking out Training Day on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. This is a new release from Warner Brothers as part of their 100th anniversary collection, and it's a brand new 4K scan with new audio. So we're going to be diving into all of that in this review, and I'll let you guys know whether this one's going to be worth upgrading over your previous Blu-ray or DVD releases that you may own. Before we get started, I want to say for me, this is a super special review because this is sort of a full circle moment for me as a collector. If you've been watching my videos for a while or following me, you may know this, but Training Day was the first Blu-ray that I ever purchased. I bought a Blu-ray player and a little surround sound home theater in a box system back in 2013. I went to Walmart and I bought Training Day because at the time it was probably my favorite movie. I loved Denzel Washington and I loved this movie, and I had only seen it on DVD, so I went out and bought it as a Blu-ray, and look at me now, 10 years later, here I am, one of the biggest physical media YouTube channels out there. Who would have guessed that that little purchase turned into this? But it's a real full circle moment to finally get Training Day on 4K Ultra HD, and I was so excited to watch this because this remastered version is really well done. So for this release, Warner Brothers went back, they scanned this at 4K, they did a new HDR color grade, and they redid the audio with Dolby Atmos technology, so we got a really nice upgrade over the previous Blu-ray. The Blu-ray that came out before was a very early Blu-ray release. It had some sort of subpar compression. It was really like a DVD transfer, like it was one of those real early Blu-rays that just didn't look good and didn't take full advantage of the technology because it hadn't been fully fleshed out yet. It also only had a Dolby Digital 5.1 lossy soundtrack, so it didn't even have lossless audio even on Blu-ray. Getting this version is a huge upgrade over what's been available previously. Now, the biggest thing you'll notice when you watch this is that yes, the 4K resolution, a new 4K scan, it definitely brings out a lot more detail. The picture quality is much finer. It is much sharper than what we got on Blu-ray, which was again a pretty poor scan, most likely from a DVD master. But the biggest difference, the thing you'll see, is the color grading. That's going to be a bit of a shock for some people who are used to watching this movie on streaming or on Blu-ray because it's completely different. Now, I didn't see this one in theaters. I was way too young to have seen it in theaters when it came out, and I don't really have any proof of this, but I think that based on what I know about the director's filmography and the way that he shoots his movies, that the way they've color graded this new release seems to make sense for both the time period, the style of the movie, and the director and the way that his movies typically look. The color grading here is going to be a lot grungier, I would say. It's a little bit teal green, it's a little bit orange yellow, it's a little warmer in some places. It's definitely graded much differently than the Blu-ray, which felt kind of flat. I mean, it almost looks like a TV show, if you know what I mean, like just kind of a flat, very neutral color. Didn't really have any real color grade behind it. It just looked sort of dead flat right down the middle. This one definitely brings out a little bit more of that like 90s feel, where you've got like that in that LA feel too that a lot of directors use, with the yellow orange, almost like a Breaking Bad like tone over it, and then also some of the teal and the blue, like especially in the nighttime scenes. So it's going to be drastically different than what you're used to on your Blu-ray, but I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it enhanced the picture and made for a much better experience. Now, I'd love to reach out if you guys did see this in theaters. Which one is closer to the actual release? Was it the Blu-ray release, which is a little bit flat and kind of boring, or is it this new color grade, which definitely brings out some more color and some more of the, I'd say, style to the movie? I've included some clips here as I've been talking. These are straight from Warner Brothers. These are comparisons of what they did with the transfer. You guys can judge for yourself when this disc releases, but personally, I really liked it. I think it adds to the movie. It adds to the genre and the style of this movie, and I think it's well worth a 4K upgrade visually. The color grade's great. The HDR enhances a lot of the picture. 4K resolution and a new scan with new compression takes it to the next level, and it's just a huge upgrade over what we had before, so I would definitely recommend it from that visual side. Now, on the audio side of things, like I mentioned, the previous Blu-ray had a 5.1 track. Dolby Digital, that is DVD era technology, and they ported that over to Blu-ray and they never upgraded it. So now we've gone all the way up from lossy 5.1 Dolby Digital up to a lossless, fully just encompassing Dolby Atmos track, and it sounds really good. Like, this was like listening to this movie for the first time. I've never heard it sound this good. I imagine it may not have even sounded this good in theaters when it came out based on the technology available at the time. This new mix is really well done. It's very dynamic. It adds a lot of the object-based surround that you're not going to get, and that lossless compression. This is real HD audio here that we've never had before, and it definitely makes a difference. So if you don't have Atmos, it rolls down to a 7.1 Dolby True HD, which is also still very nice, just not quite as dynamic as the Atmos track. But the one thing that is missing is there is no 5.1. So if you wanted the 5.1 like original theatrical mix and you were hoping they upgraded that to HD, they didn't. So your only option is Atmos or that 7.1 track. But I think they're both great, and I don't miss that old mix that was out there. I would have been interested to hear it in HD, but I'm not going to really make a complaint about that because the Atmos is so good that I think this is the definitive way to listen and watch this movie is on 4K. Now, there's some interesting stuff with the packaging and what you get in this release. Now, first of all, you've got this sort of Warner Brothers 100th anniversary slip cover. The cover art is a little bit different than maybe what you're used to from poster art. And then on the inside, yeah, this is a 4K disc, but they've used a blue Blu-ray case. So it's not a 4K case. I don't know why they did that. I don't love this because it feels like sort of cutting corners, especially if you're paying for like that premium format. It's not going to make or break it for me. I don't buy movies based on packaging, but it's just kind of an odd choice, especially for like a marquee movie like this. Now, on the inside, you've got some disc art on your 4K and your Blu-ray disc. It also does include a digital code, which will redeem in 4K. And if you don't have a 4K player or a 4K TV yet, this release, the Blu-ray included here, is actually a new master as well. Now, quickly on the special features, the only feature on the 4K disc is going to be the director's commentary with Anton Fuqua, and then on the Blu-ray disc, you are going to get all of the legacy features, which include some additional scenes, an alternate ending, which is pretty cool if you like this movie. It has the theatrical trailer, and it's got a couple behind-the-scenes featurettes and 2 music videos, one with Nelly and one with Pharaoh Monks. I don't know who that is, but I know Nelly, so 2 music videos on here as well. So overall, a very nice presentation. Definitely a huge upgrade over what we had before. Same for audio. Huge step forward. I mean, literally leaping over HD and going right to Atmos audio. We're taking like 2 massive leaps forward in terms of the visuals and the audio on both sides. Much better compression here, a 4K master, a new color grade with HDR, brand new Dolby Atmos audio. Really not much else you could ask for in terms of the audio visual presentation here. So this one is 100% worth picking up, even though it has the weird blue Blu-ray case. That doesn't bother me. Like, remember, we buy these movies not for plastic and not for cardboard slip covers. We buy them because we love the movies and we love the presentation. So it was a little weird to see them do that. I don't know why they did it, but you know what? It's not going to bother me because I love this movie and I want it in the best format, and this is the best version. So if you want to pick it up, I'll leave a link down in the description and in the pinned comment. That'll get you to Amazon, where you can pick this one up and help support my channel, which I appreciate. And of course, make sure you're subscribed and like this video so others will see it and be aware of this new 4K release so we can grow the community. And make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video as well. Also, make sure to follow me on social media. All of those links are in the description, as well as links to my podcast, which I'd really appreciate you guys checking out. It's on all your favorite audio apps and right here on YouTube in a video format. And of course, I've got all the links down in the description for different partners and discount codes that may help you guys out if you're shopping around for some stuff in this world of home entertainment and physical media. So thank you again for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy out there. Go grab Training Day on 4K. It's due out on February 28th. I love this movie. You're definitely going to want to own it. And I will talk to you all soon.